question.
Well, we talked to you after the Canisius game, and you talked, how it's in there between bigger games and that sort of thing. To have this break in non-conference, get a quick non-conference game in, do you feel like that did anything to this team?
No, this was a whole different deal than that.
Okay.
This was a matter of their guy with the ball in his hand controlling that game. You won't go to a college baseball game anywhere and see as well pitched game as that by two guys. Chad was so dominant in the first 5 innings. When I was looking at the scoreboard in the 5th inning, I really, really believed that 1 run was going to win it. I thought the final score of this game was going to be 1-0 because their guy was so good and Chad was so good. And then all of a sudden, somehow, against every law of averages that exists, they managed to get 5 hits in a row, maybe even 6. I have to go back and look, but that just doesn't happen, especially as dominant as Chad was. So that's just credit goes to them, man. They stood in there. Their 2 best hitters aren't even in the lineup, and the guys that were in there just stood in there with every intention of, I don't care what's happened the first 5 innings, I'm going to adjust to it, get my swing off, and start smashing baseballs, and that's what they did.
Seemed like when you guys did get a hit, he was able to control the ball on the ground or get a manageable fly ball.
Yeah, he's not really a ground ball pitcher. Sometimes in baseball, you play on this turf, Kyle Davis hits a ball, it takes 4 hops and gets up the middle for a hit, and he hits one that takes 4 hops and goes to the shortstop's right and gets a hit. We hit a couple pretty hard to go right at him. That's part of the game. But it seemed like, I don't know that they hit any balls really hard right at us. It seemed like they're really good at hitting them where we're not standing. I know you don't do it on purpose, but you got to take your hat off to those guys. They came in here after a long bus trip and hit around our best pitcher and got 11 hits off of them. So they deserve to win.
What do you even really tell your team after a game like this where, the breaks didn't really go their way, stuff like that?
Yeah, same thing. I can't get mad at them for our performance. We got 9 hits against a really, really good pitcher that guy can pitch on the weekends for anybody in our conference. So to come out and get 9 and score 3, if you would have told me that in the 5th inning that we'd end up with 3 runs, I said we'd have won that one handily as dominant as Chad was. But we'll just go back to bed tonight, get a good night's rest, and come out and do our best tomorrow.